How you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, please don't forget to subscribe, share, and invite. And if you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you taking the time to check me out. What's up? Listen, I saw something on YouTube about rice shortages in Liberia. If you guys don't know where Liberia is, please get yourself a world map. It's right on the coastline of the Atlantic Ocean in West Africa. And that's where I was born, but I was raised in the USA. What's up? Okay, now let me get to the point. You guys not like to joke around sometimes, right? Everything is not so serious. Don't take yourself too serious in life. I have digressed. Let me get back. So listen, I saw something in the news that there's a rice shortage in Liberia, West Africa. It's so sad. I'm not even sure if I should laugh or cry at my people. You know why? For a land that is so fertile and so fruitful, I don't understand how we can have a shortage of any kind of food in Liberia. The whole continent, to speak, the whole continent of Africa, but let me focus on Liberia for now. I will do some videos about other parts of Africa. I don't understand why is there a shortage of rice. Because when I was growing up, we used to have, I remember my mother, grandmother, aunties, and them, our own rice. We grow our own rice. But you see how we have been so brainwashed, dumbed down, and colonized to think that anything that is from the West is good, and what's from your country or from your culture is not good. I used to hear people make this phrase when I was growing up as a little girl. I don't want to eat that country rice. You know what they call country rice? The rice that we grew in our own villages in Liberia, most part of Africa, those rice that we grew from the natural soil that have not been genetically modified, GMO, natural organic rice. When you take, I can even imagine the taste of that rice, the aroma, it smells so good. When you can eat, you can cook that rice without any salt or oil, just cook it with just water, and you can eat the rice just like that. It tastes almost milky and creamy like. But our mind has been so brainwashed and bamboozled and bushwhacked and colonized and everything else to say, oh, I don't want that country rice. I've heard people saying that. I was a little girl growing up back home. And I used to hear adults saying, I don't want the country rice. I want the long grain parboiled rice because it came from whether America, China, India, anything that came outside from the country that were exported from other countries, especially the Western country, we put on the pedestal like it was gold to be adored and worshipped and eat and consume. Now there's a shortage. They're sleeping on the streets at the port for days waiting for the ship to come and bring rice. When we have a fertile and fruitful soil that we can grow our own rice that is that is dense with minerals and nutrients and healthy and tasty, we say we don't want to eat country rice. Right now where I'm sitting, I'm willing to pay any amount of money for a bag of that country rice, as we used to put it. I was ignorant and I was there once upon a time, but now I sit back and say, what we used to call country rice is what people in America today call organic. And you know how much what are you living in the West? Not even only in America. What are you living in Canada or UK? If you live in Western nation, you know how much organic food costs. And what they call organic is what we call food. Because we don't know anything about organic and non-organic. To us, every food is organic back home. But we shun our nose upon our own food and say, I don't want that country rice. That rice, when you smell the aroma, it smells so good. It's so clean. You can eat it just like you can eat that rice, cook it just white. It comes out, it's not 100% white, but you have a little tint color because it's natural, pure. It has a creamy, milky, kind of cinnamon aromatic taste and scent. But our brainwashed, simple mind, colonized mind have told us, oh, that's country rice. That's for the country people in the country. We were civilized, so we want a long grain parboiled, genetically modified rice that you have to put salt in it when you cook it. You have to put oil in it and butter in it to give it the taste that your natural country rice already have. You don't want it, but you buy the rice that has been stripped down of all minerals and nutrients, and then before you cook it, you soak it with salt, oil, and butter. That's how Africans, most of them, cook rice. the parboiled rice, the rice they call civilized rice. Before we cook it, we put oil or butter or salt for it to have taste. When your natural country rice has the taste and aroma, it doesn't need nothing else. You can eat it just like that, and it has that creamy, buttery, sweet. It's just pure. You see what ignorance have done to us? Ignorance of my people ignorance of our mind has left us captive of our own minds. I'll repeat, ignorance of my people has left us captive of our own mind. As the men think, it's ignorance and laziness and stupidity that got people sleeping at the port for days, waiting for the rice to come in their country when they have fruitful and fertile land, that they can grow their own rice that tastes better. That rice, we should be growing that rice and exporting it out to the world. But no, we don't want to eat country rice because we are civilized people. Well, look what you want to be civilized. Look what civilization has brought you. Sleeping at the port, waiting for somebody else to import their poison or GMO, genetically modified rice into your country. You sleep on the street for that. You call that civilization. When you can grow your own rice in your backyard, in the village somewhere, grow your own rice and eat good, nutritious food. No, you don't want it because it's country rice. My people, Africa, Liberia, can we wake up? The continent of Africa, we should never import food. We should be the major exporters of food globally because the continent is rich, it's fertile, it's fruitful. They have not yet poisoned our land, food, and air and water. Not that I know of. You know the globalists. They have not yet poisoned it. So why are we exporting food? We can grow our own and be the biggest manufacturer and exporter of food across the globe. Instead, we are starving. There should be not one person in Africa should ever starve. As fruitful and as fertile as the land is, why are we hungry? Why are we starving? Why are we sleeping outside by the port for days waiting for somebody to bring in bags of rice for us to scramble over and fight over? We can grow our own rice, raise our own chickens and our own cattle. Our own fruits and vegetables, we can grow them. What is wrong with us? Africa, Liberia, what's up? Can we stop this madness? Leave your comments and your suggestion below. If you don't agree with me, no problem. But I don't see any part of this video that you even will find something disagreeable. Like, seriously. Seriously. And those of us, I'm pleading to those of us in the West, we need to go back now. Buy up those lands since our eyes are open. Buy out some of those land all over Africa, wherever you're from. Let's begin to mobilize together. Go back there, buy up all those lands, begin to farm. Seriously. Most of you know me here in America. I've been practicing and learning how to grow my own food for 3 to 5 years. I live in an apartment, so that means I grow my own food in pots. Now I've learned I can grow pretty much anything. Vegetables, tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, the hot peppers, the habanero peppers, ginger, garlic, cilantro, spinach, potatoes. Yes, I grow all of those stuff in pots, in buckets, in bins on my patio. It's called containers gardening. And guess where I learned it? Watching YouTube videos. And I've come to realize you can pretty much grow anything in a small space. So nobody should, if I can grow for every year, feed myself, you have no excuse. In Africa, with a beautiful climate, a beautiful clean soil. Beloved, please, let's get together and make Africa great. This is your girl, Dagnet. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm on TikTok, the African Blogger. I'm on YouTube, the African Blogger. I'm on Brightion, the African Blogger. I'm on Facebook. What am I on Facebook at? Anyway, Dagnet. Go by my name, Dagnet T. Johnson. That's what I'm known as on Facebook. Subscribe, share, invite, tag, leave your comments, and let's discuss amicably, peacefully, and respectfully. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.